Hi everyone, and welcome to the replay. Guess I should add my face on here. Hi everybody. How is everybody? It is Michelle. I was not planning on chalking tonight. I actually was prepping dinner to go into the oven, and I got a message from Courtney and said, "Can you go live?" Hi Ashley. So here I am. Make sure you share this video. There will be a share something. I look a hot mess. It's okay. Today is my Friday. It's my last day of work, and then I'm about to be off for a week. So this is my TGIM. I'm trying to pull up a picture of the transfer we're going to design tonight because I just had an 8-year-old beat me to the punch. Not my son, but one of his friends came over, and I forgot what I think I was ordering them pizza or something. And he said, "Miss Michelle, can I ask you a question?" I was like, uh-oh. I said, "Yes." He's like, "Can we chalk?" And I'm like, "Oh, absolutely." So, what am I doing? I said, "What would you like to chalk?" And he went right to this transfer that was two transfers that were brand new. And so I think we should do this. Also, I just want to show you guys what they look like whole because they've already been cut. We'll say Chalk Couture. I have to look at my screen. .com/ Michelle. Did everybody get a chance to look at the new Celebrations catalog today? I'll tell you what, as a designer, ordering online was absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. In a good way. It means that there's just high demand, which is exciting. Deborah Boone. I don't know if Deborah... Hey, Amanda. Deborah Boone placed a mighty fine order tonight online. Thank you very much, Deborah. My brain can't think because it is my Friday night. We're gonna go to shop. I'm gonna show you the transfers that he had me open for him. He took his project home, so I can't even show you. One of them was this one. Have you guys seen the Fresh Catch? He put the lobster, the crab, the anchor, and the words on his board. And I gave him a board, oh, she can't find the live. Hold on a sec. She asked me to do it, so we have to get her here. Maybe if we all yell her name. Let me see. This is how I text. You guys can see why I have so many misspellings. Oh, it's not working. Hold on. The live is on my Chalk Couture with Michelle business page, period. It even spelled my name wrong. People are probably like, what's wrong with this girl? And the other transfer that he made me open, which I was going to keep one for myself anyway. Hold on a second. The other one is the Life's a Beach. So yes, he had me cut that bad boy up and he did really good. Let me send her this. So I'm going to need some help designing. I have a 9x12 Grace in here, so it doesn't fit every piece of both of these transfers, but I want to go ahead and do a little something something quick so my dinner doesn't burn. And when Courtney told me that she wanted me to come live, I really did like the quickest dinner I can think of. I had some chicken breasts and shoot, I can't even get where I want to go. I'm not on my normal iPad. And here we go. I put slits in the chicken breast, and I put mozzarella cheese, fresh sliced mozzarella cheese. I sliced up Roma tomatoes and basil and put it in all the little slits, and then I put some olive oil on it. So hopefully that's gonna turn into an amazing honey I slaved over the stove for you dinner. Ashley, I didn't see you post a picture of your project from our Zoom from last night. So make sure you do that. I don't want that. Jeez. Make sure you do that so you get into the drawing, okay? Because I loved your project. Sorry, guys. She's the reason why I'm here. I just can't work this iPad. You know what? Don't laugh at me. Hold on. I cannot see. I'm just going to send her this, and then we're all gonna have to do, oh my gosh, a great big, let's see if this works. Hello, when she finally comes in. Her name is Courtney, and she asked me to come live tonight. Courtney Sandner. Let me send her the link to find us. There we go. All right. Okay, thanks, Ashley. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a little screen share. Here we go. So this is my 9x12 Grayson board. This is one of my favorite surfaces. I know I say about every surface, but I do love this surface because for the price of it, it is really great quality. It has really nice hardware in the back so that you could hang it portrait or landscape. I think we're going to do this one portrait. Dun, dun. Okay, I think she's going to find us now. And, come on, Courtney, you're holding me up. Okay. So I'm not sure. I feel like the lobster is always a good time. And I'm in Maryland, so the crab is good. Who doesn't like seashells and seahorses? I think we'll save that for, like a board and base or something like that. Courtney, where are you? There she is. Everybody say hi to Courtney. She found us. Okay. I used to go to the piano bar in Baltimore. And if you walked in, the pianist would stop playing and they'd say, "Look who's here." And everybody would say, "Holy." I just had a flashback of my funner years. Here I am on my pseudo Friday night. Thank you, Courtney. I wish I had another glass. Okay, so let's see how we want to do this. I showed Courtney, what this transfer looks like uncut. So I'll show you since you finally found us. Okay. You're late, so you give a compliment. I used to do that to my teachers too. I'm just kidding. Look at how cute this is. This is a transfer. It has the lobster, the crab, crab co, lobster co, a knot, and an anchor. And there's little words that say New England. And then there's one that says served fresh daily. I think I want to go with the lobster. I love lobster. Okay, so what we can do And like I said, hey Amy, we have anybody else here love lobster like me? So we have Lobster Co. We'll do New England. It's the only thing about New England that I like. It's gonna kind of go like that, and then we can say served fresh daily. Yeah. How are you doing, Amy? So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna start at the top and work our way down. And you guys need to help me with colors. I mean, the lobster, I'm sure I'm gonna do in red. Make sure I have all my colors here. When you have 8-year-old boys, you never know how your colors are going to go. So, I mean, I know a lot of people might be disappointed that I'm not doing the crab, but I love lobster. So let's talk about colors here. I know you may not know the actual names to the colors, but you can shout out a shade. I know that white is pretty classic for this. I'm going to start putting the new ink. I think my husband just walked in the door. Liberty for Lobster Co. What about the New England that's going above it? Liberty sometimes can be really hard to show up on this board is the only problem. Oh, never mind. I was thinking of Midnight Sky, but Liberty is a little dark, but we can do it. But what about New England that comes before the Lobster Co? I'm going to put this here. Again, if I was smart and could see, I would just use my placement washi tape. But like that meme, what's that lady from the news? Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Let me see. Put this on here. My goodness gracious. They really mixed up. Oh my, I'm gonna have to start putting some colors down here. I was thinking white also. All right. This is really addicting, Amy, and fun. And I do home parties and ladies' nights. So I'm gonna go and stir my bright white. Bright white for me, for some reason, gets thick fast. But I just use this, so it is nice and perfect. You want to stir it and make sure that it is the consistency of like sour cream or yogurt. And if it's any thicker, you want to add a spritz of distilled water, okay? Don't use that tappy stuff because you might have some mold growing in your jar. I'll put some on there. Oh, I didn't even show you guys my bracelet. I'm going to show you guys that next. I got one of those myintent.org bracelet kits for my team. We're going to have a little team meeting in May. And I made one. All right, so this is a reusable silkscreen transfer. And I just put a really thin layer of bright white on here. And then we're going to take our transfer. And I'm going to peel it this way. There we go. Let me see if that's too bright. Maybe you guys can see better. I like the light though. And then I have this transfer that I'm going to put in a wash bucket that's at my feet. Now I put my water at my feet because I seem to always splash my project. So we have our first layer down. I'm going to keep the white out so we can do the serve daily on the bottom. You can use a hair dryer or air dry. I have a little heat tool. I'm going to Oh, I was telling the story about my dinner, Courtney, while we were waiting for you to come in, because I had these chicken breasts, and when you asked me to come live, remember I told you, oh, I'm cooking dinner. Well, I had to think of the quickest thing that I could do, because if you're asking for me, I have to show up, right? I had no intention of coming live, hence my Under Armour shirt, and I just got out of my work clothes. I had to put this on, and I'm not looking too cute, but you asked for me, so I had to come. But I took the chicken breast and made slits in it, and I put a fresh slice of mozzarella. Can you guys see this? One of those bracelets. And it says Chalkaholic on it. Anyway, I put a slice of fresh mozzarella and then part of aroma tomato and a piece of basil in each slice of the chicken. And then I put a little bit of olive oil on top and then put that bad boy in the oven. All right, so I'm going to put my lobster coat on my fuzzing cloth. You can also use a clean towel. You just want to pick up some lint. It protects your transfer. You don't want it stretching when you're pulling it off of your surface, right? And if you're using a surface that is not Chalk Couture, it also protects your surface from the chalk surface from coming off. So we are going to try to get this kind of close to the top. Gonna have to see how this looks. Yeah. Let's see. The good thing is if you don't like what you did, or like say I put that completely crooked because I can't see a thing, all you have to do is take some water and wash it off. All of our chalk pastes are water soluble. And I'm going to take my liberty and we are going to go over lobster coat. I have my small squeegee. You do want to have a nice thin layer, and you want to make sure you don't have any air bubbles in your silkscreen. You can see them, you can feel them, but bubble is trouble, right? Have to make sure I get lobster. I don't know why every time I say the word lobster, I get that song Rock Lobster in my head. And all the excess you want to put back into the jar. But really, the thinner the layer, the better. A little bit goes a long way. And then we're going to take our transfer and we're going to peel this. Lobster coat. Yeah, the Liberty is a little dark on this type of a chalk surface. If it's wood, do I like the paste or the ink better? You can't really see there. I'll show you when I'm done. That's a hard question to answer because they both have different purposes for me. The ink is perfect for pillows or bags or anything fabric. And my wine glasses, I don't have one down here, they're all upstairs. I have inked my wine glasses and I love them. A lot of people think that the ink is less forgiving because if you are doing fabric or a t-shirt or a canvas bag, if you mess up, you kind of ruin the bag if you do a really bad mess up. But it turns out amazing. I'm going to actually do some ink projects this week with you guys. I find the ink to be a little easier. You don't have to worry about it drying because the ink is not water soluble. It's a whole different medium and it doesn't dry. So you don't have to worry about hurry up and pulling up your transfer or doing any of that business. So that is a pro for me. And then we have our lobster. There's probably a lot of cool things you can do with the lobster, but for time and hangry purposes, I'm just going to do him red, or her. I'm going to fuzz it. I'm going to put this little guy right here so I know how my spacing's going to go. This is going to look like 4th of July. I just realized red, white, and blue. So we got this little guy. Now, anytime you have a large silkscreen area, like this guy, that's where you're going to have the most air bubbles. Because the bigger the screen, the more opportunity there are for those little suckers to get in the screen. But just take your time. I can't tell if I have a bubble there or not. What is on there? Oh, I think I just did a poor job of washing it. I washed it really quick because these 8-year-olds, they go from one thing to the next so fast that, but I think it'll go through. I don't think I left any paste on there. So we're just going to smooth that down. And for this, I think I'm going to use my angled squeegee. And then I grabbed my, we have Poppy and we have Candy Apple. I think I'm going to go with Candy Apple. We probably could even use our big handled 4-incher. Yeah, I don't know where it is. Okay. Stir that up. For some reason, my whites are always thick and my reds are always thin. Let me see here. So I'm going to put a little of this on here. Doop. And then I'm going to take my angled squeegee and just get all of this paste all the way across. I love this angled squeegee so much because of the control you can have with it. I have way too much paste. I like coming live too, Courtney, and if you had not gotten me out of the kitchen, I would not have done one tonight. I need to put more on there. I took too much off. I'm too busy being blind. There we go. And I could do a live every single day of the year and do a different project. Because there are so many of transfers, but not only that, but each transfer can be done so many different ways, which is what I love about it. I mean, if you see a group of 100 people and they have the same transfer, none of them will do it the same way. I had a lot of fun watching this 8-year-old and his mind and his creativity figure out how he was going to design his. And, okay, Ashley. I'm going to go ahead and peel this off. We're almost done. Again, you want to pull evenly. You don't want to pull at a diagonal. That's going right into my water. Let's see. There we go. That can give you a better look of how this is looking. Thanks for joining us, Ashley. One last line and we are done. We're going to do this one in white. I probably should have put the lobster coat a little lower, but I really don't have good spatial whatever people have. Those artsy people, they can see things and space things. My things, they're always crooked, but I love it. I love to do it, so I can probably just erase that down and redo. I may even do it in a different color because I don't know if that blue is serving this board well. And I can show you, Ashley, how easy it is to wash off and redesign. The tagline to Chalk Couture is design, love, repeat. So you can just do these boards over and over. This is one of my small squeegees that have been cut in half. There we go. I'm going to peel this one off. All right. So then, what do you do if you don't like a color or a position? Let me go grab my water. I'm going to show you real quick. So I have my little ragamuffin. Now, if you have a new board eraser, they're cute and they look like this, but they get a lot of use here. So I'm just going to wet my board eraser, and I'm going to come in, and we are just going to take off that lobster coat. The coloring just wasn't right for this board. It's just too dark to see. And you're just going to come through and take your board eraser or a paper towel or whatever you use. And we are just going to make it disappear. Ta-da! I just have a paper towel, and I'm going to try to dry some of that moisture off the board. And then I have to reach down into my bucket. I'm going to put my bucket into my lap, and I'm going to quickly wash my lobster coat with my board eraser. Okay. Put that on my fuzzing cloth. So your fuzzing cloth has two sides. One of them is very smooth, which is good for fingerprints or smudges on your board. But what I like to use it for also is for drying, because it doesn't have much lint on that side, so you're not going to fuzz with it. So I'll put my little wet transfer in between and kind of dry it like this. Isn't it crazy how easy it is to just fix your project or change your project? And it's still super fast and easy. Okay. I'm going to just take my dryer to make sure it's dry. You don't want your board to be wet, which I actually think I need to clean it up a little bit. That would be a good job for the smooth side of my fuzzing cloth to get smudges off the board. Just in case you're wondering what this side is for, this is what it is for. Just make sure I got all the smudgies off. Perfect. Oh, did you, Cheryl? I have ordered this one probably 3 or 4 times, but every time I have it in stock and I don't use it, it sells. And this time, luckily, it was in my stash that I haven't even put in my inventory yet. And my son's friend said he wanted to make the crab today. He made the crab and the lobster. And so I opened it for him. And we're gonna put it just like so. How was that? Yeah. Have a piece of blue on there. So we just put that on. Cheryl, I don't know if you saw the beginning, but we did the word lobster in Liberty and it just wasn't working. And then we're going to smooth like this. Just a dab of, you should be able to see through your silk screen by taking all the excess off. If you cannot see your screens, you put it on too thick, and that can become a problem for many different reasons. And then I'm going to, this is much better. Much better. Lobster coat. What do you guys think? Let me turn this light. There we go. What do you guys think of this? I love it. New England Lobster Company. Served fresh daily. Is that completely crooked on the bottom? It's okay. Like I said, if I did everything or anything that wasn't crooked, no one would believe that I made it. The lobster's still drying. I actually really like watching the chalk paste dry because it goes from like a dark glossy finish down to like a matte, and it turns lighter color, and it's almost like a hypercolor. If you're as old as me, you remember what hypercolor is. So this is our project for tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you, Courtney, for urging me to come and doing a live. And I definitely will be live tomorrow. I do too, Deborah. I do too. And thank you so much for your online order today. You got some pretty amazing things. I'm so excited to see what you do with them. So I'll take a picture of this. Thank you, Courtney. And I'm not sure what I have planned for the rest of this week. I have been such in work mode that I have not planned anything, but I'm going to do a live. What is tomorrow? Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. Wednesday night, I'm having a Norwex party online, so I probably won't do a live, but I'm thinking about doing a nooner or something during the day, because it's the only day this week that I'm home during the day. And what I'm going to do is I might do a nooner and then put a Chalkaholic bundle special in the Chalkaholic VIP group after the nooner. So you're going to want to, thanks Amy, you're going to want to make sure that you're in the Chalkaholic VIP group. If you're not, just comment here VIP and I will send you an invitation. I want to do some ink projects, and Thursday I have a new shipment coming. I don't even know what's in it. I forgot. A lot of it were customer orders. What am I doing Thursday? Thursday we can do a live, right? Friday's Passover dinner. Saturday, I had a vendor event, but I gave it to one of my teammates so she could have some extra business. And then Sunday is Easter, of course. So I have a lot of shipments to make out of face masks and fun things. So other exciting things is that I had my first Zoom party last night. I thought it was a lot of fun. If you are thinking about having a party but don't want it at your house and you have friends and family that live far away, it is a great option. Courtney, I will send you the link to my VIP group. It's called Chalkaholics. I have Chalkaholics. I have Chalkaholics Anonymous for my team members, and I have Chalkaholics Anonymous Canada because I have some people in Canada that have pre-registered to sign up, and hopefully Canada goes live with Chalk Couture in May. I hope so because I have some really exciting people that have been waiting in Canada to kick off their business. So here we go. You guys have a great night. I'll see you soon.